Hold on, let me show you guys something, chat. So I think one of the things that has gotten me fascinated, chat, is I've started looking into the OCG, chat, and my knowledge of he used Typhoon to summon Diarch, but it only summons level 8 or higher fusions. Wow, must be nice to have that spreadsheet, by the way, that tells you how to cheat. What's up, Jonathan 10? So chat, I've been like combing through this website and learning about like the OCG meta. And this is translated, chat. So like it's some of it is like you guys know what happens when you translate like Japanese to English. It doesn't always like go perfectly. This is using like Google Translate. And I've just been like reading about like the OCG's metagame, chat, and this shit is like fascinating to me because I've never really followed the OCG meta, like ever. Even though I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for like 20 years, like why would I follow the OCG? There's no reason other than I guess to briefly look ahead, chat. You know what I mean? To like maybe see what's coming down the line a little bit. But like the OCG history, I don't really know, especially DM. But as I was looking at it, chat, it's like so fascinating. Hold on, let me show you guys something. So this is a website that I found again. Let me see if I can show you historic deck. Bing translate, Caps becoming a weeb. No, dude, this website is insane, chat. So like, okay, this right here, it says Yu-Gi-Oh! Environment deck, chronology, first generation. I feel like I mispronounced this word. So this is basically like DM. I think this is DM2. But this is like the first year of Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat. This is like 1999. And it talks about like the decks that people played. Like Good Stuff deck, the Equip Beatdown deck, Exodia, Fusion Summon. I really like the name of this one, chat. It's called Highest Price of Blood. Sounds awesome, right? What card is that, chat? Pop quiz. What card is that? And again, it's not gonna like perfectly translate, but it should be on. It should be obvious. What card is that? Vampire? Oh my god, stop. No, it's DM. There are no vampires. Blood me. The card is all yes, it's ultimate offering. The highest price of blood, like it's ultimate offering. Yeah, that's what it is. But so like I looked through, and the reason I found this site was I think it was based on the Tokyo Dome riot. But then I stayed for like Exodia, and then I was like, let me just keep going around this site and let me like see what else they have here. And I think it's all written by one guy, chat. Basically like an OCG version of me. And he goes over like every single version of Exodia. He talks about, so this is like the first build of Exodia. This is the period of activity. This is the threat level. Meta outside, top meta, dark period. Then he gives you some like sample deck lists and he explains like how it works. And honestly, chat, I gotta be honest. First off, it makes writing stories insanely easy because someone has already done all the research for me, which I was just like, whoa, that's kind of crazy, right? Like someone actually does the research for me. Like what? I've never had that happen before. Well, I guess only a couple of times. But then he gives like a deck list, which some of this is like a little hard to translate, chat. Sometimes I have to go to like the Japanese version of the site and copy paste because like, okay, Critter is Sangan, Witch of the Black Forest is Witch, Holy Magician, that's Magician of Faith, Scale Angel, that's Skelengel. These are the Exodia pieces. Greedy Vase is Pot of Greed. Resurrection of the Dead is Monster Reborn. Angel Arms is Graceful Charity. The Seal of Light, that's Swords of Rebellion Light. Inconsistency is Change of Heart. For the Dead, that's Tribute to the Doom. But I don't know, just like going through this, chat, and like seeing these OCG decks is like fascinating to me. And I think it's made me very excited in like just Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Terms, chat, because for the first time I'm learning something that I just didn't know, chat. And for somebody like me, it's been, I'm not trying to act like I'm high or I'm, holier than thou, but like it's really difficult for me to learn something new in Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat. Because it's there's not much that someone can tell me about Yu-Gi-Oh! That I don't already know. So like I'm learning stuff for the first time in a very long time, which is exciting to me. Copy paste my research now. I mean, I'm just saying it makes it. So hold on, let me see if I can show you guys like a deck, right? And to be honest, if I'm being honest, chat, I kind of actually feel like just from this website, I could probably get like 80 videos from this chat. Because I kept wondering, I was like, bro, I was like, what if I run out of ideas? But then I found this website and I was like, bro, I could probably get like 100. Because he covers from DM all the way to freaking Art V. From like, he covers 5 eras of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I was like, I wonder when he stops. He doesn't stop until, let's see, hold on. Shadow, Teller Knight, Mass Hero. This is like Arc V, chat. But hold on, let me show you guys something. Like, I'll give you guys like an example deck. Let's see if I can find it. I feel like some of these aren't translating. Ah, here we go. Abyss Control. What do you guys think that this is? Here's an example. He quit before the game went to shit. Rip. This is going on the highlight channel. So, like, okay. Abyss Control. Mermill. Big Fish. Those aren't bad guesses. Mermill Trap Control. Let's see. You guys prepare to be shocked, by the way. Okay, so it says that the heyday was September 2004. Anyone want to change their guess? So this is still DM chat. So basically, if you said Mermill, big, none of those apply because ain't none of those cards out. Ubi, Dry Virus. All right. Apparently, according to him, top meta, by the way, and its competition was Deck Destruction 1 kill, Abyss 1 kill, Dimension Slash. I guess this is Nethys, Rockbird. Like, dude, there's so many of these decks I've never heard of. Anyways, this is like the main. Okay, so this is like the main card of the deck. You guys know this card, Abyss Soldier. Again, when you guys, here, I'll search it. You guys are gonna be like, what the fuck? This is it, chat. It's a deck that revolves around this. Do a video on Satella Knights. Did any of you guys know that this card used to be like just borderline on broken? Like, what is that line between like meta and just like insanely good, chat? Like, surprise, this card was like that. Because I think this card got semi-limited in the TCG. Wasn't? Yeah, this card got semi-limited. Once per turn, you can discard 1 water monster to the graveyard. Target a card on the field, return it to the hand. Basically, someone built an entire, like, they were building decks around this card, chat. I don't know whether it's because it's, I mean, I guess it's basically just, like, shitty Brionic? But, you know? Oh, Serpent! Yeah, DM Brionic, Serpent. No one's saying tier 0. But, like, yeah, this was a meta deck, chat. Now, again, I have to, like, translate all of these cards. Okay, hold on. Abyss Soldier, Magician of Faith, Mobius, Killer Snake, that's Sinister Serpent, Family Infection Virus, that's Tribe Virus, Breaker, Mystic Swordsman level 2, and then they played Seizure. I think Seizure is Fissure. Foolish Burial, Hurricane is, I think that's probably Heavy Storm. Level Limit Area B, Big Bang Shot, Seizure, which is, again, Seizure is probably Fissure, chat. Don't quote me on that. Tempest should be MST. Painful Choice, Pog. Forceful Sentry. Plunder should be Confiscation. Hand Elimination. Card Destruction, maybe? Like, apparently, and then they played Gravity Bind. I gotta be honest, I don't really understand how this deck works. Like, based on this deck list, chat, how does this deck work? Because I'm not quite seeing it. Unless, hold on. No. Seizure says pay, hold on. So it says pay, oh wait. Seizure says pay 1,000. So it's not pay 1,000. Hold on. I'll try to find out. Because I thought maybe you were trying to do like a loop with like Premature Bury. What is pay is that Delinquent Duo? Seizure. Let's find out. Soul Taker. Nah, that's gain 1,000. But it says 1,000 on the card. Let's find out. OCG name. Well, they're translated OCG names. So I'm interested to see what the card is. It's, oh, the number doesn't come up anymore. Oh, here it is. All right. So this is the way I find it's Confiscation. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, it's confiscation. Yep, that's what it is. So what I do, chat, when I need to, like, if I can't tell a card's name and I can't tell by the text, I get like the Japanese version of the site and I just like Google search it basically. But like this is an example, chat. So like this Abyss deck, like turn this into a video. You know what I mean? And as someone who is like a TCG only player, chat, like I had no idea, like I had no idea about this deck. I've never heard of this deck. I have no idea how it works, but you know, I can read what he says. And Abyss Soldier is a type of beatdown control deck with the Abyss Soldier as a key card with excellent bounce effects. It is part of the top deck in the environment from September 2004 to March 2005, so basically a year, and had a great influence on the movement of the metagames at that time. So you guys can tell, like, it translates a little weird because, again, this is originally written in Japanese, so you kind of have to, like, you know, you kind of have to, like, understand that, basically. It says gain virus. Level limit area B. I'm still not fully like understanding how this deck worked. Anyways, this was just a point. This was just to give you guys an idea. 1800 beater with decent effects were a big deal back then. Killer Jetstorm says, I wanted to ask what video on your channel do you think I would like the most? Jetstorm, for me to answer that question, I'd have to ask you a question. What do you want out of a Yu-Gi-Oh video? Because to be honest, Jetstorm, all I know about you is that you have a boner for pendulums, and like I would just like watch Triff or something. He doesn't. Or like, yeah, I'm just like, if all you want to see is just like comboing with pendulums, like none of the videos on my channel you're going to enjoy. To be honest, you know what I mean? This is genuinely that's what I'm saying. See, chat, is this something you guys think is boring or fascinating? And I don't mean like actively looking at it on stream. I just mean like the idea of seeing this stuff for like I think this shit is like fascinating, to be honest. I'm just like, whoa, I never knew. Hold on, let me see if I can find one more. Actually, look. So like this is an example, chat. I like to be educated. I'm just watching right now. I don't care for DM. What? But the thing is super connected. It doesn't have to just be DM. Like again, this guy covers, hold on. So you don't like DM, right? DM is, to me, DM is interesting, chat. I'll tell you guys this and then I'll move on to something else. The reason actually like DM from the OCG is like probably the most fascinating, chat, is because if you know about DM, what do we know about DM, chat? Like what is one thing that we know is just unequivocally true about DM that kind of makes it unlike any other era of Yu-Gi-Oh? Let me see if anyone can guess. Can you do a video on the rise and fall of Gaga Cowboy? Maybe. It's Backcrest, slow format, close, jank rules, it attracts normies. You could be right. No, okay, well, stop guessing. With the point that I was going to say, chat, is one of the things that we know about DM, chat, well, I guess maybe if you had to be there, you guys should know this too, is in DM, chat, a lot of cards were printed with like, just like the, I don't want to say the wrong effects, but so many cards were printed, chat, that like had to be errated because there were so many freaking loopholes. Like how many times have I told, or how many times have we learned, chat, like, oh, Witcher the Black Forest and Sangan, when they first came out, like in the OCG, you could just discard them in search. That's insane. But that's like a real thing. When Witch and Sangan first came out, like you could just discard them with Graceful Charity and like instantly search. Or Last Will. Did you guys know this? R&D, yeah, R&D was, bro, I mean, when you're coming up with a card game, it's going to be a lot of holes. Last Turn, chat. The first printing of Last Turn, or excuse me, Last Will. Again, this is not relevant now, but did you guys know the first printing of Last Will worked unlimitedly? You could just use it as many times as you wanted. As long as you met the condition, chat, you could just activate it. It lasts for the whole turn. You could just keep on using it over and over and over and over and over again, infinitely. Like, that happened so many times with DM cards, chat. They were printed in a way where, like, it was like they weren't basically tested, chat. The cards, like, didn't actually go through, like, testing. And that's really only true about DM, just because it was, again, like, the first era of Yu-Gi-Oh! And then on top of that, chat, To tell you guys with the OCG, something you guys might not know, and I didn't really know this either. For the OCG chat, for the first entire year, there were only 3 cards that were limited, chat. Anyone any guesses on those cards, chat? You won't even, I guarantee you guys you won't guess one of them. You can probably, no, don't cheat. Don't cheat, chat. Any guesses on the 3 cards? Pot of Greed, wrong. Trinity, wrong. Exodia, wrong. MST, wrong. Pot of Greed. Oh, someone got 2 of them. Darkhole and Regeki were both limited. There are no ban cards, by the way. Ban cards didn't start until like 2004, I think, or some shit like that. Maybe in OCG, maybe like 2003. Okay, what's the last card, chat? Monster Reborn, Chaos Emperor. Chaos Emperor came a lot later. I'm gonna just keep guessing. You guys, y'all not gonna get it. And I'm thinking, I think this is gonna be this was actually meta for this card too. All right, I'll give you guys a hint. It's a trap card, but it's not the trap card you're thinking of. So don't say Mirror Force. Yeah, if you say it as a trap, I'll be like Mirror Force. It's not Mirror Force. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Ultimate. Oh my God, someone. The trap was
Trap Hole.
Trap Hole was limited to 1, chat. The entire ban list, I guess you could say, chat, was Trap Hole, Regeki, and Dark Hole. Those 3 cards were limited. And that's the entire first year of the OCG, chat. So think of like and I bring this up in my Tribute to the Doom video, the one I just finished, right? For the first year of Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat, Pot of Greed was at 3. Again, this is OCG. Pot of Greed was at 3. Graceful was at 3. Imperial Order was at 3. Feather Duster was at 3. Swords of Revealing Light was at 3. All the Exodia pieces were at 3. What other bro? Crush Card Virus was at 3. Like, this shit was just crazy. The OCG, like, they had so many broken cards. Can you guys imagine that? Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity at 3. Every single deck. And Sangan and Witch both at 3. Like, this is what makes DM fascinating to me, and more specifically the OCG chat, because like that was an entire year where they were just allowed the Ultimate Offering 3. They just had like madness. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, this shit's fascinating to me, chat. But anyways, this before I wrap this up, like this is an example, chat, of like another deck that I would do a video on. Like this deck that they call Highest Price of Blood, which obviously means Ultimate Offering. Because can any of you guys name an Ultimate Offering meta deck in the TCG? Let's just see if any of you guys know your Yu-Gi-Oh history. Maybe the OCG has always been whack. And the OCG is just different, bro. Highest Price of Blood. So, yeah, that's why I was like, bro, that sounds like such a cool idea for like a title. Highest Price of Blood. I was surprised by this after I made my Painful Choice video. Correct. The correct answer. So if you ask me like, hey Cap, name like an Ultimate Offering meta deck in the TCG. The only 2 I could think of, I was like, okay, obviously is Gadgets, because the whole concept of Gadget plus Ultimate Offering is pretty self-explanatory. You summon 1 Gadget, and then with Ultimate Offering, you can fill your entire field up off 1 card. The Gadget, whatever Gadget is, doesn't matter. I did play in 2009, chat. I played against the guy who played Ultimate Offering in his Blackwing deck. And it was actually my only loss at the first regional I ever top 8'd. And you can kind of like, you can understand the concept, right, chat? So like Ultimate Offering and Blackwings means you can just start with like a Sirocco or a Shura and just essentially just use Whirlwind like 3 or 4 times in a turn. You know what I mean? And Blackwings have like OTK power. So basically imagine getting like 4 searches off of Whirlwind off like 1 turn. That was like the concept anyways. But in the OCG chat, like they identified Ultimate Offering in 1999. Like that's one of the other things that I find fascinating, chat, when it comes to the TCG as opposed to the OCG. A lot of stuff that became meta, chat, in the TCG, it became meta way, way, way faster or like years earlier in the OCG. So like, yeah, they played this. No one played Ultimate Offering in DM. I can just tell you guys off the top of my head. But they were playing this in like 1999. Gemini Elf, Summons Demon, that Summons Skull, Blue Eyes White Dragon. And this is like an Ultimate Offering deck. The only trap card is Ultimate Offering and Pitfall, which is Trap Hole. So, anyways, I just wanted to, I don't know, take a little trip down memory lane, chat, when it comes to like the OCG. So, you know, it's not that I'm burnt out on Yu-Gi-Oh, chat. It's just like current Yu-Gi-Oh is not very interesting to me. Like the past is a lot more interesting to me, and I just found like a whole new avenue of content potentially. So I don't know. I'm kind of all geeked up on that. Anyways, go back to the what's it called? OCGM. Yeah. 6 cents was legal in the OCG2 chat, and I don't know if it's like a situation where they I would probably say that it was at like 3 when it first came out, but I don't know, man. I feel like I got a whole bunch of ideas, chat. As someone who was like, man, maybe I'm gonna run out of ideas and not have anything to talk about. Like, bro, I feel like I just found like 100 more videos, Twitch chat. So I'm definitely excited. What's up, Jabril? Ayo, Jib replay. Jib, were you just here or not? Because I feel like I explained this like 5 minutes ago. Jib, I watched this entire duel. Number one, Twitch chat said that you cheated in the duel. So I guess the spreadsheet is incomplete or something like that. I don't know. Second, like you did lose. And third, I don't know, bro. I watched this entire video, Jib, before the stream, and I didn't feel anything. Like, dude, I don't know. Maybe current Yu-Gi-Oh is just too scuffed, chat. Maybe I just need it for a new format. Because last format was like fun to me. And I'm not saying that it was like a great format. It was fun to me. Even when I play against Jabril on stream, I had fun. Win or lose.